Multiplying large numbers with zeros can be a handy way to estimate the product of multiplication problems. For this problem, we have 4,600 times 30. Now I'm sure we could solve that problem like normal, but I'm going to show you a trick to speed this up a little bit. Whenever you have zeros at the end of a number and you're multiplying, we can cut these zeros out. So for this problem, I'm going to cut out the two zeros at the end of 4,600 and the 0 at the end of 30. Now this leaves us with 46 times 3. So we're going to go ahead and multiply this problem like normal. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. Now, obviously the answer to this problem above is not 138. So those zeros we cut out earlier, we just need to take them and insert them back into the problem. Now we cut out 1, 2, 3 zeros. So we need to add back in 1, 2, 3 zeros. So 4,600 times 30 is 138,000. Let's look at another problem. Here we have a rather large problem. 5,340,000 times 600. Now we could go ahead and multiply this as is, or we can use our trick. We're going to cut out all the zeros as long as they're at the end of the problem. So 5,340,000 turns into just 534. 600 turns into just 6. Now we're going to multiply this problem as is. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 plus 2 is 20. 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 plus 2 is 32. Now make sure we don't forget this important step. We need to go back to the original problem and count all of the zeros that we cut out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in our answer, we need to add 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, we end up with a rather large problem. 3,204,000,000. Let's look at another problem. Here we have 64,000 times 3,800. Now we're going to cut out the zeros as long as they're at the end of the number. So we're left with 64 times 38. Now we need to just go through this problem as we normally would. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 3 is 51. Now we need to automatically add a 0 and multiply 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. Next, we just need to add up the work. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 9 plus 5 is 14. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Again, don't forget, you have to look back at the original problem and add up your zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So in our final answer, we need to add 5 zeros. So for this problem, the answer to 64,000 times 3,800 ends up being 243,200,000.